I'm so excited to say welcome back to my channel. Having a few subscribers already means the world to me, so thank you for being here. Today I'll be sharing my morning routine and how it's been working for me lately. I have noticed some positive changes over time, and while I aim to keep improving, this current routine fits well with my busy schedule. To start my mornings, I prepare what I like to call my wellness shots. It's not exactly juice, so I call it as a wellness shot. It's very good for digestion, and I like it to have it in the first thing in the morning. So it gives me a good feeling that I'm having something healthy, which is doing good for my body, and that gives a motivation to eat healthy in the rest of the day. So I also take creatine, which is great for muscle recovery. I work out and it helps with muscle recovery, hydration, and overall energy. Recently, I've been adding coconut water to it instead of normal water, so it is amazing in the mornings. It's refreshing and packed with electrolytes. But to be honest, it has a sandy texture and no taste, which should not be a problem, but which I find a bit unpleasant. I try to drink plenty of water with it to make it easier to swallow, but sometimes the texture still lingers on my tongue. That's why I've started to have coconut water a lot to remove all that feeling from my mouth. So I drink a lot of coconut water in the morning as well. So after my wellness shots or drinks or whatever you call it, I was checking the fridge for breakfast today. I found some leftover fried chicken. My roommate works at a burger place, and our fridge always will have some of these foods. But instead of fried food, I always go for my favorite breakfast, oatmeal. And see, I have this half-eaten burgers as well. So coming to my best part of the day, my breakfast. Oh my god, it's simple, not fancy, and it tastes like heaven to me. I love it so much. You can see my happy dance here. It's like a comforting, sweet, and packed with all the goodness. I store all my meal prep boxes in a lower cupboard here. Every morning I grab oatmeal box, eat my breakfast and clean up afterward. So at the end of the week I take out all these empty boxes and get them ready for the next meal prep session. So it keeps me organized and saves time during my busy mornings. Now let's talk about my oatmeal recipe. I have optimized it to be healthy, delicious, and under 400 calories. I usually don't count my calories, but I used to do back then. And it has created a mindset that makes me subconsciously feel that I'm still eating healthy and within the calories. So I try to be in portion control throughout the day as much as possible. So this breakfast is literally like a morning motivation to me. I'm adding 30 grams of oats. It's from Quaker brand, and I have a lot of boxes to do the meal prep because we have a lot of roommates in our room, and it would be easy for us either two or three of us cook together or do a meal prep together. So this meal prep is for two people, and here I'm using protein. It's on gold whey protein. I got this from Costco. It's about 90 to 100 bucks, and I'm adding about 30 grams each in the box. Then comes to chia seeds. It gives a good texture to the oatmeal. Otherwise, it's runny and watery, but now it's like little thick. Ignore my drawer, guys. It's so impossible to organize spoons, spatulas, and everything because we have a lot of people in the house. And yeah, so the chia seeds are very good. It has a lot of fat, omega 3. I think I'm telling right. I don't know. It has some really good um, fats, and which is helpful for absorbing all other nutrients as well in our body. This is really good chia seeds, but it should not be consumed in lots of amounts because it has a lot of calories. So I'm adding here 10 grams, which is a really good number, I feel, because I'm having this for almost like an year. I'm having this breakfast for almost like an year, guys. So I also add walnuts. I have chopped a few and I've added 5 grams of walnuts each. Then I'm adding pumpkin seeds of 5 grams each. And um, then I always like to chop my almonds, but right now my roommates, some of them are sleeping in the hall, so I don't want to make noise, and it's so time taking to chop almonds. Let's be honest. So I'm just adding 6 almonds each in each box, which is about 6 grams, 5 to 6 grams. I'm just closing the boxes because I just remembered that I don't have yogurt. So I went to the store and got the yogurt. So I'm adding 40 grams of yogurt. Yes, exactly 40 grams of yogurt. Then I add a little bit of water, mix it very well, thoroughly. It gets soaked for whole night. I make this for a whole week anyways. So I add this pumpkin spice because it's fall, and I like to have fall flavors in my dishes, or in my, what do I call, in my breakfast or anything. I like to have cinnamon spice or pumpkin spice in fall, and I have added that in my oatmeal. Since it's a vanilla protein powder, it matches very well with that flavors as well. So I love pumpkin spice in my coffees, and also pretty much in my breakfast like this in my oatmeal. I've added 50 grams of banana, yes, and topped off with little cinnamon powder. I know it feels like I have added a lot, but trust me, this is under 400 calories. After my breakfast, I prepare for my juice for the week. I don't focus too much on taste because it's more about nutrition. So here's how I make it. I'm taking ginger, lemon, cucumber, and celery. I usually don't like the taste of cucumber. That's why it's really important for me to add it in my diet, at least in the juice form. Then I'm taking here 2 to 3 lemons. I really don't have any measurements to follow, so I just go with my instinct or that way. So I have taken some ginger, cucumber, and 3 lemons. Yeah, I've taken 3 lemons. Yeah, I'm peeling the outer layer of the lemon, and I'm just roughly chopping them, and now I'll add everything into a blender. I'm gonna add some coconut water. Normal water also works fine, but I just have coconut water, so I just want to add that. I've added a little bit to just make the blender work. Now I'm blending it very well. Then I usually take this muslin cloth, which is actually makes the process very easy to squeeze all the juice from the pulp, and makes the process very much faster. Previously, I used to use the stainless steel, the mesh ones, and it used to take a lot of time for me to strain the juice, and still, it's not that great. So now I wanted to add a lot of cucumber, so why not? I need my cucumber in the juice, so I'm adding a little bit of coconut water as well. Then coming to the staple thing in my juices, the celery. This is the most important ingredient for me, is what I feel, because it helps a lot with digestion, and it's very light. It doesn't have any taste. It has a blunt kind of taste, warm, like I could say blunt. That's why I don't really care how much lemon I'm adding, how much ginger I'm adding, or whatever I'm adding, because this thing neutralizes everything. I used to have green juices when I'm in India as well, but I did not find celery anywhere. But here, guys, it's so cheap, cheaper than lemons or anything else. So if it's cheap and healthy, why will not have that in my diet? I love celery so much. Basically, I want to reduce the inflammation that I have in my body. That's why I included the ginger, lemon, or anything, whatever. I like to add turmeric as well. Turmeric root here, I find it very expensive. I don't know how much it used to be in India, but here the turmeric root is expensive. And also, to make my mornings more easier without struggling to find the cup and all these things, I bought this bottles from Amazon for $20 and they are freaking cute. Now I have another motivation to not skip my morning juices. As I am making these juices every week, I really want to play with the colors of the juices by adding turmeric or beetroot or whatever. You guys tell me what you want me to add in my next batch of juices. Now I'm excited for my juices every week. Thank you guys for watching this, and I'll be out with another video soon. Until then, stay happy and hydrated. Bye.